Jeffrey works a 9-to-5 job and wants to escape the rat race. He's so motivated to make millions that he daydreams through his entire work shift. But by the time he comes home, he's too tired to work on his side hustle, so he ends up watching Netflix, fapping, and playing video games, activating the deep voice. Adonis. Adonis doesn't use puny human currency. He barters for the goods and services that he needs. Because Adonis is an incredibly skilled man, he lives a rich life. Jeffrey feels like everyone is watching his every move. He feels like everyone's judging him, and so he constantly overanalyzes himself and feels awkward in social situations. But his overthinking takes him out of the present moment and makes him even more awkward. Adonis. Adonis enters a social flow state on command. Filled with charisma and confidence, Adonis never feels awkward. Why would he? He sets the rules for every social situation. Jeffrey stares at her from a distance. He's found his victim. He moves in awkwardly and taps her shoulder from behind. She's startled and immediately shows closed, frightened body language. He's already lost his chance. Jeffrey stutters a few words, but he's already come across as creepy. Adonis. Girls act creepy to Adonis, but he doesn't judge them for that. It's natural to overthink and act weird when you're interacting with someone who's far higher in the social hierarchy than you. And so Adonis gets to enjoy the awkward acts of the pretty girls that most guys dream of. Jeffrey says he doesn't have time for self-improvement. He can't hit the gym because he works 9-to-5 and then he has such important tasks to do at home like fapping and playing video games. Adonis. Nah. Adonis. Nah. Adonis. 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 Nah, I've lost it, bro. Adonis. 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 Adonis knows how he spends his time directly controls what his life is like. And so Adonis spends his time conquering challenges and developing himself. Jeffrey visualizes himself failing without even realizing it. He always sees himself up in social situations, stumbling over his words and embarrassing himself. And so that's exactly what happens in real life. Adonis. Adonis always assumes he'll succeed in everything he does. He visualizes conquering important challenges and he practices in his mind when his body is too fatigued. And so he conquers those challenges. Jeffrey's depressed and he doesn't even know it. He doesn't understand why he can't stick to any of the self-improvement habits that he tries. He tries to stop fapping, smoking weed, playing video games, but before he knows it, he's right back to his usual ways. Adonis. Adonis understands depression bro science. Of course, Adonis has had periods in his life where he struggled. That's exactly what made him into the man he is today. Adonis has a framework for pulling himself out of depression and forcing growth. Jeffrey can't stand his family. They're assholes, they treat him horribly. Jeffrey can't wait to move out and finally get his own freedom away from his family. And so Jeffrey moves out of home. But there's an issue. Now Jeffrey acts like he doesn't even have family. He begins smoking weed every day from the dirty crackhead plastic bong. That over there is dead ass the dirty bong that I used to smoke weed out of, bro. I am Jeffrey. Adonis. Adonis appreciates his family more than anything. They gave him life. There's nothing more than that. Adonis is grateful for the challenges that arise with his family, especially his parents. Because of this, Adonis remains grounded and uses the wisdom gained from his family to further his growth. Jeffrey finally gets a girlfriend. Hooray! But there's a problem. Jeffrey's never learned how to manage his time and energy. He gets a girlfriend and he instantly starts prioritizing her above everything else. He was doing good, but now he's missing half of his workouts. His studies are being distracted and he's on FaceTime every single day with his girlfriend. And so what do you think happened? He became less attractive, less mysterious, and finally his girlfriend lost interest and she broke up with him. Adonis. Adonis doesn't prioritize women. He puts all of his mental energy on his purpose and his growth, and that's what makes him more attractive. For Adonis, it's always a win-win. Jeffrey feels regret. He had another chance to speak to his crush today, but he didn't do it again. He walks home with his head held low and feels depressed. He berates himself with negative self-talk, and he feels like a little bitch. Adonis. Adonis talks to everyone. He never holds back to express himself socially. Why would he? Adonis enjoys social situations, and so talking to everyone around him makes it easy for Adonis to speak to the women in his tribe. Jeffrey lives a comfy life. He doesn't need to work hard or achieve anything substantial. He just clocks in the hours Monday to Friday, 9-to-5, and enjoys his short freedom of the weekend. Because of this, Jeffrey never grows. Adonis. Adonis was sent away to the trials of men. With his back against the wall, he had to fight to survive. He had no choice, no safety nets. And because of that, he developed into the man he is today. Adonis.